forgot to turn music on. Let me get the music. I was supposed to go live around 12 o'clock. Around 12 o'clock. Didn't get to it, so my apologies, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. We are going to be doing a live reading of my story, Native Ascended Masters, Aiyahna x Keme, Not Even Death Can Keep Us Apart. This here is the deluxe version, and I'm so excited to read an excerpt for you all. So we're going to read just the first part. It's going to be from the 1400s. And yeah, let me know what you think. So give me a second while I get this music going, and we can go right ahead. All right. Next, we're going to do this on TikTok live, so hopefully it doesn't take that long. I'm going to do study music. That'll get me the song I'm looking for. Oh, it didn't give it to me yet. Okay. We'll just get one of them because, you know, we just want something for the time being. Do a little fat coffee.
So, what are you gonna ask the wizard for, Pixel? Well, I'm not sure he's such a... Oh, I want him to give me all the magical AI.
Okay. We are here for the Native Ascended Masters. And the back is how it looks. It says, Aiyahna and her husband Keme explore the invasion of the Pale Skins. Will they be able to reunite and come back together? So a little bit of backstory on this book here. The reason I made this was because I wanted to shed light on my Native American side of me, which is on my mother's side. And I felt like this book pertains to, or I should say inspired by a true story, which happened literally on Thanksgiving. The invasion of the Native Americans and how they were slaughtered, beat, and raped, all of that. The colonizers came over and took over their land. And so I wanted to build off of that story. This is their point of view of what happened. And so this is not to bash anyone. This is not to call anyone out. This is only to shed light on our story. And I hope you guys can see that. So, to my ancestors, the Native Americans, aka the tribe of Gad. So let's start off with the first part. When you get your book, you're gonna see this sticker and it's gonna be a signed cover. So I'm gonna sign it for you all. This is the cover to it. Well, not the cover, but like the character art. Here's the next page. Copyright page and the contents. Dedication and acknowledgments. So let's go ahead. Dedication. Thank you to everyone that supports me and have been keeping up with the series. It truly means the world to me, and your kindness will not go unnoticed. All praises and glory are given to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, forever. Acknowledgements. I acknowledge that I have amazing movie dreams that inspire stories. This story was inspired by the 1611 King James Bible, some of my own ideas, and the actual story that took place. So, based or inspired by a true story. Here is the cover. All right. I'm so happy the way this turned out. Like, oh my gosh. Prologue. Year 1491. Aiyahna. Paleo-Hebrew tribe of Gad. Siberia across Beringia. A land bridge connecting Asia and North America into Alaska. Aiyahna, get back! No, father, I'm coming with you. I quickly ran to the side of the bush, peeking my head out. I grabbed my bow and tucked my arrow. I struck it, causing it to fly towards the pale skin, trying to attack my husband. Once I saw that I got him in the chest, I quickly ducked again, tucking in another arrow. I got back up, now aiming and striking it towards the one trying to come against my father with the sword. The arrow was coming straight at him, but he dodged it, as if he saw it coming. My eyes widened. The sword swung, and it strikes my father in the chest. Father! My heart broke in pieces. My father was slaughtered right in front of me. I felt myself getting emotional as tears began to build up, but I couldn't even think straight because everything is going so fast and I have to stay focused. With my rage, I was about to aim at him, but Keme came from the other side, grabbing my hand and running out of that area. He brought me to the forest, but all I could think about was my father. Once we stopped to catch our breath, I gave Keme a big hug, sobbing onto his shoulder, reminiscing my father. I know Chief Tali will never die. He is forever alive. I looked at him with tears in my eyes, holding me tight. Suddenly, I heard the bushes moving that caused me to be on alert. We have to get out of here. He grabbed my hand and took me over to the river that led in two places. Aiyahna, listen to me. We have to split up. No, don't leave me. It's the only way that we both can survive. If they find us together, they will kill us both. I heavily cried. Short intermission, 1 second. It was very loud, so I had to turn down. Okay. I heavily cried now that my husband must find another way to survive. I love him so much and I can't handle seeing another death. Promise to come back to me. Promise to always stay by my side. I promise, my love. Nothing and no one can take you away from me. He put a small pendant in my hand. I closed my hand before looking as he helped me get into the brown boat. He pushed the boat into the water and gave me a kiss before watching me leave. More tears came down my eyes as I watched him now leaving from the river and disappearing into the bushes. He's finding another way to survive. My father, you did everything you could for us, and for you to be taken away from me that way has left me broken. I remember when I first picked up a bow and arrow. You didn't want me near it. Flashback. Aiyahna, this is very dangerous. I don't want you to become a killer and disobey the law. I don't want to kill anyone, Father. I want to protect us from danger. My daughter, you have been obedient, and I want you to have a different life than your brothers. But Father, I understand that this may break the law, but if I just learn the techniques, then I won't put it to use unless I have to. He sighed. Your mother wouldn't have want you to pick up a bow. To pick up a bow and arrow. Rest her soul. I put my head down, remembering my mother. She was so full of life and always happy. If only she was a little younger, she probably wouldn't have died so fast. Father put his hand on my shoulder and picked up the bow and arrow. Come, my daughter. Let me show you the way you are supposed to use it. I smiled as I got up and followed him to the training area next to our hut. End of flashback. Short intermission again. Oh my gosh, not a whole ad. Like, stop messing up the vibes, please. All right. Another tear escaped my eye. I love my father so much. And like my husband said, he is forever alive. Suddenly, more of the bushes started moving as I made it towards the second entry pass of the river. I quickly gathered my bow and arrow and I waited for what was to come. But birds began scattering out of the way of the bushes, and I put my bow and arrow down, seeing that it was nothing. Suddenly, a loud gunshot came out of nowhere right after and struck me in the chest. I fell off the boat and into the water face first, and my entire life flashed before my eyes. I can see my father. Father, I'm coming with you. It is not your time, my daughter. I want you to fight. I'm not dead, Father? No. I want you to become brave and fight for what you believe in. Never let them take you down. Suddenly, my spirit was slowly leaving away from him, and I felt it go into my body again. I opened my eyes, coughing up water. I looked up to seeing my husband there looking at me with a smile. Keme? He suddenly disappeared, and I opened my eyes again to seeing that I was alone, washed up to the shore. I looked around the dark night sky, not seeing my boat anymore. I looked in front of me and saw the pendant Keme gave me, and I quickly grabbed it and held it up to my heart. My chest began to throb, and I bent over in pain. I tore a hole in the chest area of my garment, and I noticed a lot of blood was coming out of my chest. I slowly moved my arm out of my garment's arm, and I wrapped it around my chest, tying it up, taking in the pain. My bow and arrow. How am I supposed to get it again? I suddenly heard another loud gunshot sounding not too far away from where I was resting. I quickly got up and moved from my current location. Quick intermission. Here's what you can find inside of the book. You guys get a bookmark embedded into the book. And so if you guys have the special edition, hint, hint, you can go ahead and scan the bookmark and get a special QR code for Native Ascended Masters. It's going to be special character art. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much. Back to the story. I must find Keme and get to safety. I looked at all of my surroundings and noticed that it was in the middle of a brown field. Tall grasses everywhere, and I felt like I was a little safe for the time being. At least they're not looking for me here. Again, another shot, sounding like it's a couple feet away from me, had me starting to quickly run through the grass. I was pushing them out of the way as I ran through And once it finally seemed like I'd gotten out of the loophole of grass, I came upon a hut that wasn't too far from here. I walked towards the hut, hoping that someone was inside. I knocked on the door, and someone answered. I looked at the woman, but my vision started to get blurry. Are you? Suddenly, everything went black. That's a little excerpt from my story, Native Ascended Masters. You guys can find this book as a blind date book box on my website or my TikTok shop, or you can find this in a 3-bundle book deal where you can get this book, Revenge, Death Awaits, and The Mysterious Paintings. It's only one of those in stock, so please get your order today. All right, you all. I'm wishing you all such an amazing holiday. Happy holidays. And be there for your friends and family. Have a good one.